Afternoon, everyone, and welcome to A Time with Him. This is Pastor Randy with Eagles Wings Fellowship, wishing you a great day. I have a question for you. When it comes time in your life that it's time to make a decision, I don't care what kind of decision, any kind of decision, do you make a decision? Because not making a decision is a decision. Did you realize that? If there's a question put in front of you and you ignore it, well, you've made a decision. You've ignored it. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen, good, bad, or indifferent. But let's take it a little bit further. Let's say you're considering going to college. Do you really want to go to college for 4 years and get the same kind of education everyone else is getting and getting the same kind of indoctrination into society that everyone else is getting and come out an educated idiot? Or do you want to go to trade school, learn a trade, and quite possibly bring home a whole lot more money than those people that are just getting out of 4 year degrees or masters or pursuing PhDs and have tens upon tens upon tens upon thousands of college debt hanging over their heads for the next who knows how many years? How are you going to make that choice? Are you going to go with your gut? What does my gut tell me? Well, a lot of times your gut is absolutely wrong. Or are you going to do this? This is a coin. This represents the decisions in my life. Am I going to do this? Hey, it turns up heads. I guess I'm going to go to a 4 year college and have $90,000 worth of debt hanging over my head when I graduate. Or if it came up tails, oh, I'm going to go to a trade school, and as soon as I get out, well, I know they're looking for welders. Know they're looking for steel workers. I know they're looking for construction people. I can start making money right away and not have to worry about college debt running after me forever and ever and ever. Is that how you approach the way you make a decision in your life? Because if it is, you better rethink it. Now, why are you saying that? Well, you know me. I'm not going to preach at you, but I'm going to preach at you. See, I preach on Sundays, but every day of the week I bring something to you because I want you to think. Because you should take time to think. Think about this. James chapter 1, verse 5 out of the Amplified. I'm bringing it to you this way. If any of you lack wisdom to guide him through a decision or a circumstance, he is to ask of our benevolent God, who gives to everyone generously and without rebuke or blame, and it will be given to him. But he must ask for wisdom in faith, without doubting God's willingness to help. For the one who doubts is like a billowing surge of the sea that is blown about and tossed by the wind. And we've all seen that. We've either been at the beach and we've watched a storm come in and we've seen the waves come, or maybe we've lived in a place where it's prone to hurricanes and tropical storms. We know what that looks like. We know what happens when the waves build up and the winds are blowing and they're screaming and things are flying off of where they're supposed to be. Here in the Midwest, we know all about the winds of a tornado that can take a piece of straw and drive it through a piece of steel. We know about that. Are we going to trust our gut or the flip of a coin and possibly have an outcome like that in our life? That's not a very wise thing to do, is it? Oh, I don't believe in God. Well, one day you'll deal with that. You'll come to your senses. Oh, I used to believe in God, but now I don't. Well, then you'll have to deal with the consequences. Once again, that's the other side of the coin. Oh, I don't believe the Bible's real. Well, we have more verifiable authors and fragments and manuscripts than all of the other great writings. So, choice is yours. Choice is always yours. This choice is yours. You're the one that flips the coin, whether figuratively or literally. But isn't it easier to humble yourself and say, God, I'm in a pickle here, and I really need your wisdom. And I'm asking you because you told me in your word that I could ask you directly, and you would get upset about it because I'm asking for it, but you're going to give it to me, and you're not going to get upset. You're not going to get mad because you want me to have your wisdom in this decision. I don't care if it's going to school, if it's you're dating the right boy or girl, if you're going to marry the right male or female, if man or woman to husband or wife, none of this blending of the same sexes nonsense. But is it for a job, a career? Or is it for buying a new car? Where do you need the wisdom in your life? We need it everywhere, every day, every second. From the time we swing our legs out of bed in the morning, if we can do that, after we make our bed and start about our day with our first cup of coffee, are we going to have decaf or are we going to have high test? Yeah, there's a decision there. Are we going to jump in the car and run to the store, or are we just going to hang back in the house and not do anything? Are we going to call in sick? I can't come into work today. No, you just want a 3-day weekend, so you just made another decision. You see, decisions are around you all the time. You say, man, you're making light of this. No, this is real life planet Earth, y'all. Real life planet Earth. You have to make decisions all the time. I know I do. I have a decision to make once we're done with this broadcast. What am I going to do with this video that's being saved? Do I go in and edit out the parts that might be offensive to people? Well, I doubt that I'm going to do that. But I have a decision to make and a quality decision, but I want you to make the ultimate quality decision in doing this. Remember, Jesus was talking to a Pharisee named Nicodemus. If you don't know anything about the Bible, Pharisee was a super high religious guy, but he wanted to know something about Jesus, the Messiah, the Savior of the world. The one that was born of the Virgin Mary. You've heard about that. Even if it's offhanded, you've heard about that. And he asked him a question. He wanted to know more about him. He made a decision. I'm going to go meet this guy and have a face-to-face with him. I didn't say I was going to get in his face. I said I was going to have a face-to-face, a sit-down talk with him. And let me ask him some questions and let him answer me so I can make a decision based on knowing as many of the facts around this that I can possibly know. So what did he do? He met him. And it was a great conversation. You can read it in the book of John chapter 3. All you have to do is read it. If you pick up a Bible, it's not going to burn your fingers because you don't go to church anywhere or anything like that. It's going to bring you life. And that life starts here. For God so loved the world, this is what Jesus told Nicodemus. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever, not someone by the flip of a coin by God's hand, whosoever would believe on him would not perish but have everlasting life. Now catch this part of it. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn it. He's not there with a baseball bat. He's not wound up with a Louisville Slugger getting ready to knock your head off your shoulders. He's not holding a pistol to your head saying, get saved, get saved, get saved. He's not teed up with the latest style driver getting ready to try to put your head to the next hole on the golf course. No, he's not doing that. Man, what he's doing is he's saying, what are you going to say? Because I didn't send my Son into the world to condemn it. I'm not sending my Son into the world to make sure you die. I'm sending my Son into the world to make sure you have the opportunity to live. But the choice is 100% yours. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do? Are you going to say yes? Or are you going to be a stiff-necked, hard-headed punk kid who thinks they know everything and say, no, I don't need that. I'll live my life anyway. I want to remember decisions have consequences. What kind of a consequence do you want in your life? I know people right now going through heartbreak because of bad choices. The consequences are, for them, horrific. For them, someone else might blow it out, but for them, it hurts. It's painful. It's awful. I know of a family right now who recently lost a 44-year-old son because the son made a poor choice and decided to start drinking. And it killed him. It destroyed his liver, and he's left behind a wife and family. How was that for a good choice? Not so much. Where's he going? I don't know. I'm not the judge. All I'm saying is every decision has a consequence. What do you want your consequence to be? Are you going to keep going with your gut? Are you going to keep flipping the coin and saying, oh, luck will guide me, karma will guide me? Well, remember, karma isn't the golden rule. It's not if I'm nice to someone else, someone's going to be nice to me. No, the real meaning of karma is it's setting you up in Hinduism for your next level of reincarnation. So don't get conned into thinking that it's the same as do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Don't believe that lie. Make a quality decision without flipping a coin. Do it by the choice of your own personal will. That's why God gave it to you in the first place, right? You have a will. And remember, you don't send yourself to heaven. Well, let me rephrase that. God doesn't send you to heaven. God doesn't send you to hell. You are responsible for the choice, and you will either go based on a positive choice or you will go based on a negative choice. Totally up to you, 100% on you. You can't point your finger and say, well, if Reverend so-and-so didn't do this, or if Pastor Randy would have said that. No. It's on you, baby. It's all on you. If you don't like it, well, as I like to say, suck it up, buttercup. It's yours to live with. So, what are you going to do? I hope you make the right decision. make a quality decision. Man, you can be rough sometimes. You know that? Yeah, I can because I love you. And I'm a parent. Sometimes I had to be rough on my own kids, but they all turned, they all turned out very, very, very good. Why? Because they were disciplined when they were growing up and they were taught how to make correct decisions. Did they fumble the ball sometimes? Well, of course they did. They were kids. Did you beat them? No, I didn't beat them, but they got correction. And it wasn't a timeout, and it wasn't taking away their phone, it wasn't taking away a PlayStation. It was punishment. And then go think about what you just did bad. And then when you're ready, you can come back and you can apologize. You can adjust your behavior. So adjust your behavior. Live for Jesus. He loves you. He died for you. He rose for you. He ascended for you. He loves you. And remember, if you like what you're watching, even if I am a little harsh this time, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe. And Eagles Wings Fellowship, all of us here at the church, we love you, we appreciate you, and we definitely want to see you join us in the kingdom of heaven. We'd love to have you come here, but go somewhere. Make a quality decision to follow Christ. So until next time, this is Pastor Randy with Eagles Wings Fellowship. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I know I will, because I've made the decision to have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye.